Season's greetings, St. Maarten. I'm Yesenia Lassero.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Maarten NEWSDESK.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the holiday season. Let's jump into these top headlines.
KPSM drug operation leads to 2 arrests, firearm and cash seized. The police force of Sint Maarten, KPSM, has arrested 2 men and seized a significant quantity of narcotics, cash, and a firearm following a targeted control operation on Monday, December 9th. Around 2 p.m., officers conducting intensified controls stopped and searched a vehicle in the Middle Region area. Inside, they discovered a large amount of drugs and a substantial sum of cash hidden in a black bag. The driver, identified by initials IJGM, was arrested on the spot and taken to the Phillipsburg police station. Given the size of the narcotics seizure, KPSM consulted the public prosecutor's office and received authorization to search the suspect's home on Arch Road. During the house search, officers found the following: a firearm with ammunition and multiple magazines, ski mask, a bulletproof vest, a large quantity of cash, other items believed to be linked to criminal activities as well. All items were confiscated. A second suspect, RAG, the father of the first suspect, was also arrested in connection with narcotics and firearm offenses. Both suspects remain in custody as the investigation continues, and additional charges may follow. KPSM stresses that these intensified controls will continue in the coming days and urges anyone with information about criminal activity to contact the police station at 542-2222 or the anonymous tip line at 9300.
I Love St. Maarten branding debuts at Port to boost visitor experience. Port St. Maarten Group, together with the Ministry of Théâtre and the St. Maarten Tourism Bureau, has launched the island's new destination branding with the unveiling of a vibrant I Love St. Maarten sign at the Dr. A.C. Watty Cruise and Cargo Facility. The installation is the first of several planned across the island and is designed to strengthen St. Maarten's visual identity while enhancing the visitor experience. Placed at the port's main welcome area, the display offers an ideal photo opportunity for thousands of cruise passengers arriving each day. The colorful design reflects the island's culture, warmth, and energy, creating a memorable first impression and encouraging organic social media sharing that boosts global visibility. Port CEO Alexander Gum said the installation captures the vibrant energy and warmth of Sint Maarten, adding that a dedicated photo spot helps reinforce a strong emotional connection to the island. Minister of Théâtre, the Honorable Grisha Martin, highlighted the branding as a symbol of community pride and a key element in elevating visitor experience. She noted that more installations will follow as part of an ongoing destination enhancement strategy. The initiative aims to create recognizable landmarks throughout St. Maarten, supporting tourism growth and celebrating the island's unique identity. Sports Minister confirms progress on new multi-sport court at Raoul Illidge Complex. Education, Culture, Youth and Sport Minister, the Honorable Melissa D. Gums, has confirmed that the long-stalled Memorandum of Understanding involving the Raoul Illidge Sports Complex has finally been resolved, paving the way for a new multi-sport court to benefit athletes and the wider community. Minister Gums explained that the original MOU signed by the previous administration expired without several key actions ever being carried out. Because the agreement had included land reallocations tied to potential sports expansion, its lapse left major gaps. Her cabinet, along with the Department of Sports and the NSI, reopened renegotiations with SNV and Sint Maarten Medical Center to salvage meaningful benefits for sports development. Those discussions resulted in a practical solution as SMSFF and Sint Maarten Medical Center jointly funded a brand new multi-sport court located at the rear of the Raoul Illidge Sports Complex. Designed to support netball, tennis, and 3-on-3 basketball, the facility will be managed by the NSI as part of its mandate over government-owned sports infrastructure. With all funds now received, the Minister expressed gratitude to Sint Maarten Medical Center management, SMSFF's Elton Felici, and NSI Director Hisk Joslinga for their willingness to work through the challenges created by the expired MOU and shifts in funding possibilities. NSI will continue providing updates to the ministry as construction moves forward. Minister Gums emphasized that the new court will meet all required standards, helping Sint Maarten strengthen its compliance in sports facility development and ensuring athletes have safe, modern spaces to train and compete. An audit has raised serious questions about how building permits are issued in Sint Maarten. Old laws, inconsistent decisions, and integrity concerns are now under scrutiny. Today, we take a deeper look at what's happening inside the system that shapes how our island develops. But first, the weather. Here's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, Sint Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's it for your Sunshine Report, brought to you by the Met Department of Sint Maarten. So as you enjoy your day, stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
A new day begins. The sun rises over Sint Maarten, bringing new energy, new possibilities. This island was built on resilience, progress, and the strength of its people. Our connection is what moves us forward. It links our communities, our businesses, our families. From the heart of the island to the shores beyond, we've connected Sint Maarten. From every street to every home, this network was built for Sint Maarten by Sint Maarten hands. Connection isn't just about signals, it's about people. This is your island and your network recharged. Proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
I am Karim Tulen, co-founder of Karim Assist Pro. Our goal is to help busy professionals, elderly, housewife, local, tourists, practically anybody that needs assistance in the day-to-day chores.
We have different services like groceries, do your shopping, and also run your errands. We can provide transportation services for all members of the family, whether it's you on commute or getting the kids to school. House activities and house services that include pet sitting. All of these let us take off your hands and let us make those reservations so you don't have to stress about having a good time.
so you can have less stress and more free time. Through our discretion, we make an impression.
St. Dominic Form 4 students impressed with creative career research presentations. St. Dominic High School's Form 4 students showcased their talents and future ambitions during the school's annual career advertisement presentations held on December 1st as part of the guidance curriculum. The project aims to strengthen students' research, teamwork, and communication skills while giving them hands-on experience exploring professional pathways. Under the coordinator of Career Counselor and IB coordinator Gisela Reina Hilleman, students worked in groups to research a career of their choice, highlighting the skills, education, and training required. They then transformed their findings into either a video commercial or a live skit, complete with slogans, creativity, and full group participation. The event welcomed several distinguished guests, including Catholic School Board executives, Education, Culture, Youth, and Sport Minister Melissa Gums, and VSA Minister Richinel Bruk, all of whom praised the students for their professionalism, confidence, and originality. The ministers also assisted in selecting the top performing groups. Each Form 4 class recognized one standout team. 4A, Jemiah, Kevin, Cameron, Tamana, and Jada for their compelling presentation on becoming a family law judge. In 4B, Chelsea, Sebastian, Tanya, and Andy for their polished showcase of the fashion designer career. In 4C, Tolene, Tyreek, Deezer, and Roy for their engaging portrayal of a criminal defense lawyer. Other groups explored a wide range of professions from pediatrician and neuroscientists to marine biologists, chefs, engineers, and real estate agents. Each presentation reflected dedication, curiosity, and creativity. The school's management and Mrs. Reina Hilleman expressed pride in the students' work and thanked the attending officials for supporting and encouraging the next generation of professionals. Sint Maarten Science Fair Foundation announces Science Week 2026 and St. Maarten's entry into Regional Robotics Challenge. The Sint Maarten Science Fair Foundation is preparing for a dynamic, inspiring Science Week 2026 scheduled for March 9 through 13 under the theme Innovate for Well-Being. The week will offer students island-wide opportunities to explore STEAM fields, showcasing creativity and engage with real-world scientific problem solving. The program includes an art competition where secondary students will produce work that reflects the year's theme. The winning design will become the official artwork for all Science Week promotions. The week opens on March 9th with the ceremony, keynote speaker and expert STEAM panel, followed by field trips on March 10th for students to visit companies and institutions offering insight into local science and technology career paths. On March 12th and 13th, students will present projects in natural sciences, robotics, software, environmental science, and social science at the National Science Fair exhibitions, which will be open to the public and visiting primary schools. St. Maarten will also participate in the first annual OECSRA Regional Super Challenge in the British Virgin Islands from March 16 to 20th, themed Innovating for a Sustainable Caribbean Future. A team of 2 students and 1 coach will represent the island, with local schools invited to nominate students aged 14 to 18 who are passionate about robotics, engineering, coding, or STEAM problem solving. IGY Marinas promotes St. Maarten Brian Deher to Executive Vice President and Head of Global Marina Operations. IGY Marinas has announced a major leadership move with the promotion of Brian Deher, a proud St. Maartener, to Executive Vice President and Head of Global Marina Operations. In this new role, Deher will oversee IGY's extensive network of marinas spanning 24 destinations across 14 countries and 4 continents. With more than 30 years in the marine industry and 20 of those spent rising through IGY's leadership ranks, Deher has built a strong track record in operational excellence. Most recently serving as Vice President of Operations for the Americas, he managed marinas in the US, the Caribbean, and Latin America. Under his guidance, several IGY properties earned top international accolades, including Platinum accreditation for Yacht Haven Grand St. Thomas and 5 Gold anchor distinctions for marinas in Sint Maarten, St. Lucia, and Cabo San Lucas. IGY CEO Stephen English praised Deher's deep industry knowledge, long-standing relationships, and commitment to the company's mission, calling him uniquely equipped to lead global operations into the future. Beyond his corporate achievements, Deher is a respected figure in the marine sector regionally. He has served multiple terms with the Sint Maarten Marine Trades Association, contributed at the Caribbean regional level, and supported various civic and government advisory boards. Born in St. Maarten and educated abroad, including earning a Bachelor of Business Administration from the George Washington University, Deher returned to the Caribbean in 1997 to begin his now decades-long maritime career. IGY congratulates him on this milestone and looks forward to his continued leadership as the company strengthens its global marina presence. Outdated 1935 legislation to high-profile court cases and controversial developments, the call for transparency is growing louder, and now Parliament wants answers. Our full breakdown of the building permit audit is coming up next, right after this.
You know, we all talk about having rights, and yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe,
the right to learn and get an education,
the right to speak up and be heard,
the right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Maarten is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every laugh, every adventure. Number one provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want the road. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them it's there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Hi, my name is Mark Johnston from the Jewel Cottage and the Cottage Club Hotel and Sailor. I use Card Assist in Sint Maarten for all my shopping needs, and they provide me great service and they deliver everything in perfect condition and on time.
Today on our NEWSDESK feature story, we take a deeper look at the issues shaping life, policy and progress across our island and the region. Our feature asks a guiding question. It breaks down the complexities behind major decisions, community concerns, and long-term developments that affect our environment, our economy, and the way we live. Our feature explores not only what is happening, but why it matters and what it could mean for Sint Maarten's future.
Today we turn our attention to an issue that touches every neighborhood, every business, and every family dreaming of building a home in Sint Maarten, our building permit system. A system now facing its most intense scrutiny in years after a damning new performance audit by the General Audit Chamber. Member of Parliament and President Sarah Westcott Williams has officially demanded a ministerial response to that audit, and the details paints a troubling picture. According to the report, the framework governing building permits is outdated, inconsistent, and vulnerable to undue influence, and in some cases operating without written procedures or adequate transparency. The legislation that forms the backbone of the system, the Building and Housing Ordinance, dates back to 1935, and while modern construction has evolved in every imaginable way, the laws regulating it have not kept pace. The audit highlights several major concerns. First, inconsistent application of policy, meaning similar projects can receive very different decisions depending on who is reviewing them or when the application was submitted. Second, a lack of clear documentation and traceable communication, with some exchanges reportedly happening through informal channels rather than formal, logged systems. Third, a widespread perception of integrity risks, which the report attributes to the absence of written procedures, minimal oversight, and instances where ministerial discretion appears to override expert recommendations. MP Westcott Williams has now asked the Minister of Romy for three things: a formal response to the audit's findings, an implementation plan for the recommended reforms, and a timeline for updates such as automation, legislative modernization, zoning plans, and improvements to transparency safeguards. Her message is clear. Without major changes, public trust will continue to erode, and the island's development will remain vulnerable to irregularities. But the pressure did not begin with this audit. For years, Sint Maarten's building permit system has been in the spotlight, sometimes for operational bottlenecks, sometimes for major controversies. Take the Villa Ven development in Cape Bay, a project that environmental groups argued moved forward without a complete environmental assessment, raising alarms about coral reef damage. Or the ongoing disputes in Beacon Hill, where a high-rise commercial building permit was issued, revoked, then reissued in a residential-only zone, sparking court battles and highlighting the complexities of ministerial authority. Beyond the individual cases, the broader pattern is hard to ignore. Older reports, even as far back as 2021, called for modernization. Applicants have long expressed frustration with paper-based processes, long backlogs, and no public way back to track applications. And court rulings in recent years, such as one declaring a major development permit unlawful due to conditional approvals, underscore the consequences when laws and procedures fail to align. Meanwhile, the Permits Department itself has struggled with capacity. Just this year, Romy temporarily halted new permit submissions to manage backlogs and implement internal improvements. The ministry also issued a stop order in Over the Bank after construction began without required permits, pointing to enforcement challenges on the ground. Despite the challenges, the audit provides a roadmap forward: automation, zoning implementation, updated legislation, and stronger integrity measures. These are not new ideas. They are long-standing recommendations finally coming to a head. And now Parliament wants answers. The question facing the minister and the country is whether this is finally the moment when the system will be rebuilt, not just patched, not just adjusted, but modernized in a way that protects fairness, transparency, and sustainable development. Because at the end of the day, building permits aren't just paperwork. They determine how our island looks, how our neighborhoods feel, how safe our buildings are, and how confidently investors and families can plan for the future. Fixing the system isn't simply good governance, it's essential to shaping the Sint Maarten we all want to live in.
And that brings us to the end of today's NEWSDESK feature story. Thank you for joining us as we look beyond the immediate story and think about the broader implications for our island. Whether the answers are clear or still evolving, the goal is to spark informed conversation and deepen understanding. This has been our featured story.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of Sint Maarten NEWSDESK.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV15 and then across all social media platforms. I'm Austin Lawrence.
And I am Jacinda Lassiter. I wish you an amazing day. See you tomorrow.
Happy holidays, Sint Maarten.